Hello everyone and welcome to another Lightning Nationals installment, this time coming at you in Wall, New Jersey at Wall Speedway. We got a fantastic 8-truck lineup coming to you, starting off with Buck Wild and Gunnar Simmons, Eagle Eye driven by James Whitaker, Heartstopper driven by Zoe Summerfield, Jersey Devil driven by Rick Montgomery, Livewire driven by Mark Foster, Rat Trap 3 driven by Matt Reynolds, Silver Streak driven by Buck Miller, and Snow Problem rounding out the field driven by Joe Montgomery. Solid 8 trucks that will be coming to you in just a moment for round 1 racing. Here in round 1, we're going to be starting off with Rat Trap 3 taking on Silver Streak, followed by Buck Miller taking on Heartstopper, then Snow Problem taking on Eagle Eye, and rounding out the round 1 races is going to be Livewire taking on the brand new Jersey Devil. As they're lining up for the first race, it's going to be a Chicago style on this tricky asphalt track. Going to be giving the edge to Rat Trap 3. That truck has a racing prestige, but currently Silver Streak making fantastic first corner. Right now they are dead even as they round out through turn number 2. Silver Streak actually now with a little bit of an edge. They have one more hit on the cars. It's 3 hits on the dirt jumps, and right now Silver Streak is putting it to work and is going to knock off the racing pedigree of Rat Trap 3. Silver Streak moving on to round number 2. Next race is going to be Heartstopper taking on Buck Wild. Zoe in one of her first few events of her monster truck career taking on a veteran, Buck Wild. And right now, Buck Wild is currently just putting in the work, rounding around. Actually going to give himself a 5-second penalty there. Heartstopper, all it has to do is stay lined up with the dirt ramps and is going to be moving on. And that is going to be Heartstopper moving on to round number 2 of competition. Race number 3 is going to be a brand new chassis for Eagle Eye. Still a little bit of redone rear end on that new truck, taking on the veteran of Snow Problem. And right now they are almost dead even. What an insane turn from Snow Problem, making up a lot of ground, almost washed the truck out. But Eagle Eye being clear, cut, and precise, and right now has come out with a massive victory out of turn number 2. It's all going to come down to this final corner, and Snow Problem it's going to over-rotate, and it's going to go to Eagle Eye. And now into our final race of round number 1. It's going to be Jersey Devil, brand new truck on the tour, taking on Livewire, a staple that was here on the Lightning Nationals. And right now they are side by side. I'd say a little bit of an edge to Livewire, but an insane turn from Jersey Devil. They're actually going to be side by side over this final set. Are going into this final set of corners. Right now Jersey Devil puts it on, puts the whip, and just cracks the throttle for the win. What a surprising upset to round out round number 1. As we go into round number 2, it's going to be Silver Streak taking on Heartstopper, followed by Eagle Eye taking on Jersey Devil. We got a veteran and a rookie taking on each other, and then 2 trucks that have both been redone and brand new built. It's going to be exciting to see who makes it to the finals, and we're going to go with Silver Streak and Heartstopper first. Right now, Heartstopper being pretty cautious around that first corner. Actually took it a little bit too tight. It was hitting the dirt jumps, and right now Silver Streak is just making these corners clear and concise. And as we go into the final corner, it looks like it's going to be all Silver Streak moving on to the finals, but Heartstopper definitely put up a valid fight. Our second matchup of the semifinals, it's going to be Eagle Eye taking on the Jersey Devil. Can the brand new truck make it to the finals? Or will Eagle Eye lock in and take that spot? Right now Eagle Eye with a little bit of an advantage, able to just get off those tabletops of the racing lanes quickly, get on the ground and go. Currently looking like a truck length lead, and it looks like it's going to be the victory for Eagle Eye. But Jersey Devil definitely put up a valiant effort. And as we go into the finals, it's going to be Silver Streak taking on Eagle Eye. It's going to be a battle of who can get around these corners the quickest and get down on the ground. And right now, Silver Streak puts the power down first, actually gets the jump on Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye pretty wide in that first corner, actually taps the dirt hill, but is making that ground back up. Currently, Silver Streak looking a little bit more preferable, but right now Eagle Eye has already made up that ground. They're actually dead even going into the final corner. They're coming around. Eagle Eye, can it crack the whip? It's actually going to wash out right at the end, and Silver Streak is going to take the victory of racing here in Wall, New Jersey. Excellent racing. It was unpredictable and exciting. As we go into freestyle, it's going to be Heartstopper starting us off, followed by Jersey Devil, then Rat Trap, followed by Snow Problem, and then Eagle Eye, and then Live Wire and Silver Streak, and finishing out the freestyle field will be Buck Wild. As they bring the trucks out right now for our first driver, it's going to be Zoe Summerfield and Heartstopper. Had a pretty exciting racing pass. Kept it close in her semifinal match, and currently starting off with a little bit of a sky wheelie. She's not afraid of hitting the gas, for sure. She's definitely gotten a little bit more comfortable in the few events that we've actually been able to see out of her in this brand new truck. And right now she is hitting everything pretty square, as you want to. You want to try and make sure that you can get through the time. No problems, no issues. Getting some good air out the racing lane. Actually kind of wound that up. Got some pretty good distance. Now turning around, looks like lining up for the dirt hill right now. Gonna get for some air. Get some pretty long air. Not so much as the height as much as the distance. But sometimes that's what you're aiming for. A lot of these trucks are set up differently, and right now she's cranking out some donuts. Not getting the fast rotation that we'll see from some of the other guys later in the field, but putting up a valiant effort to set the tone for what is expected. A little slap wheelie there, gonna look like we're gonna combo it into the van stack. Look at her walk it up and over, dance in the rear tires, and a slap wheelie. What a way to finish out the run. That's what you want to do. You want to end it with a great exclamation point, and she sure did just that. Looks like she's actually going to do a few more hits for you fans here at the Lightning Nationals here at Wall, New Jersey, at Wall Speedway. Going to come up and over, crossing, going to bring it up right in front of the camera for us. It's going to be a score of a 22 to kick it off for the freestyle competition. A great score to get it started off with. Definitely going to make everyone else have to push their equipment a little bit harder. And here comes Rick Montgomery in Jersey Devil. Only starting off with a little bit of a hit over the racing lane. Coming back around, going to do another hit over the racing lane. Making a small little racing pass. Making it a little exciting. Getting a little bit more air than what we may have seen in the racing portion. Now goes for the bigger dirt hill. Launches it up and over. Actually has two sets of Jersey barriers at the back of it and combos it into the van stack. Turns it around, bringing it back. Looks like we might be lining up for the backside of the dirt jump. Gonna get on the gas. Get a nice little sky wheelie. Pops it up about a 30-degree angle. Actually pulls a wheelie out of it. Felt that bounce. Got on the gas and carries it out. Got to get on the brakes though, because that's where the pits are. Don't want to run into any other trucks. Goes for another great sky wheelie, putting it right on the back. Actually puts the chassis into the dirt and gets another fantastic wheelie. Just pulls it up with the power. Wraps it around on the banking, bringing it back down. Looks like we might be looking for maybe a little bit more air. Actually, go for the van stack. Pops it up and over, dance in the back of the chassis across the van. Grabs a small little wheelie. Actually, go for the little double. We have the two concrete barriers embedded. Dances it up and over. Walking it down the other side, bringing it back around. Looks like we might be looking for some donuts right here in front of the camera. It'll be perfect placement for us and you fans. Whipping it around on the gas, getting plenty of rotation. Definitely wouldn't say cyclones, but these are some fantastic donuts. And that's a great way to wrap it up for the Jersey Devil. And it's going to be a tie for first. It's going to be the Jersey Devil and Heartstopper tied for number 1 right now. Now here comes Matt Reynolds and Rat Trap 3. Third truck out. Normally known for a racing pedigree, but has been known to turn it on in freestyle for sure. And we're starting off really well with a great slap wheelie. Wraps it around, goes for the little dirt jump, gets some good air, actually landing pretty much right next to the racing lane. Gonna combo it up with more of the tabletop. Has a little kicker on it. Now goes for the racing lane. Actually gonna soar that truck almost to the van stack on the other side. Just showing the power and the prowess of that truck. Now goes for the racing lane one more time on this side. A little bit less air, didn't get on the gas as hard. Now we're looking at some potential donuts. Now this truck has been known for some insane cyclones, but when it gets going so quick, sometimes it's been known to hook an edge. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to find himself up and over with time on the clock. That's going to be a score of a 20. I'm going to put him in a second for now. Now, following that is going to be Joe Montgomery and Snow Problem. Coming out of the pits a bit more contained. Actually going to give us a little bit of a drive-by on the front stretch, waving to you fans and the camera here at Wall Speedway in Wall, New Jersey. Looking like he's coming around, going to be lining up for that van stack. Might be going for a little bit of a sky wheelie there. Actually pops it up and over, almost clearing the van. Got a lot more pop out of the rear end of the truck than I thought he would have. Combos it up and over that dirt little tabletop. Now going for the racing lane. Looking to sky it, get some air. Look at him on the gas. Putting some distance between him and the launch phase. Now whips it around, going for the dirt jump right here. Getting some good air to follow that up again. Good little combo. Actually gets a sky wheelie off of that, but the container is going to grab that right rear and shred it. Actually just destroyed that right rear tire. Currently the thing is flat, and he is just cross-threading everything. Just kind of fell off, saw where he was pointed, and stayed on the gas. Once again, turning the truck sideways. Goes for another little crossthread there. Got to be careful, though. Those Jersey barriers and those concrete blocks are dangerous, hitting them sideways. And we're going to end it with some cyclones. He says, I know I can't hit anything straight, so why not just turn it to the right and put it to the gas down? And he's actually whipping some insane cyclones here in the center. Just around and around and around he goes. The truck hasn't even hiked up yet. That thing is planted and moving. And we are still just, man, insane cyclones, and that's going to take the lead for Joe and Snow Problem. Great run and great way to end it off. Now, James Whitaker and Eagle Eye start off with some great air. We're still talking about Snow Problem, and he's already moving. Combos it up with the van stack, up and over. Gets a little bit sideways, though. Now, the chassis did originate as a Baldwin chassis, and in recent times has gotten some upgrades done to the rear. Actually has a added extension, so when you do the skyways off those tabletops and racing lanes, or grab some wheelies, you have something to keep you from falling over backwards. And we're going to combo that up with the van stack. Almost in trouble, dances it on one tire, putting it on the right rear, but brings it down. Now looking for some more air off the dirt jump, looking for a combination right here from one move to the other. Currently the flow for this run is unmatched. Has definitely increased the tone of driving for the remainder of the event. Now we're going to line up for the backside of this dirt jump off the concrete barrier. Look at the air just skying it up. A little bit of a hard flat landing. Looks like the shocks actually bottomed out for the second. And we're going to wrap up the run with some donuts. Actually looking for some cyclones here. Definitely getting the rotation to match that of Snow Problem. And I think that's going to be the last thing that the judges are going to count. But he's going to do that cross thread off the van stack for you fans. He still has a little bit more in the tank that he wants to do for you all. He's like, if I still got gas, I can still drive and can get some air for you all. Right now, might be treating it more as a test and tune session, but still not holding back at all on getting on that gas. Looks like that's going to be the end of the run for Eagle Eye. Driving by on the front stretch, giving a wave to you all, saying, yeah, I know what I did. And he definitely took the lead with a 25. Now, Mark Foster in Livewire. He got upset by the brand new truck of the Jersey Devil. And I bet he's going to come out for Freestyle for some vengeance. He wants to take home the victory. He likes to win. And he definitely likes to put on the show. And right now starting off real well with some air off the racing lanes. Now going to go for some even more air. Actually just skies and clears where the finish line jump was. Or the clears where the finish line markings were. Just soaring that truck through the air. Now lines up for the van stack. Stuffs it in. Actually just knocked a mirror loose. You can see it dancing on the ground. Grabs a slap wheelie out of it. Actually just powering it down the front straightaway. Just dancing the front tires up in the air like they're nothing. Going for some more air. Getting some sick air. Combos it up and actually is going to take the hydro off that. Just a little bit off-centered. And that left front is currently snapped. Only has one tire steering. But that's not going to stop him. We're going to go for the racing lane. We're going to get some air off of this. Looking for a combination move. Gets on the nose. Oh, it's almost in trouble on two wheels. And brings it back down. And once again, what a way to end a run with a coup de grace. And I think that's what's going to secure that first place with a 27 the exciting ending with a little bit of a save and the air. And now we're moving on right on to Buck Miller and Silver Streak, who's going to start off with a huge skyway. Actually going to walk it down, dragging the tailgate. Yeah, that's what you love to see to start off the run. Doing something different that we haven't seen at all night. And that's how you make an announcement after the ending of the last run. Now we're going for the van stack. Going to go for some huge air. Gets a sky wheelie, lands it on the rear. Almost looking to pop it back up in a wheelie. Truck just lands so good, it soaked it right up. But now, whipping it around, looking for some air off the big dirt hill. Gonna go skying it. Goes past the start finish line. Gonna combo it up with the van stack. Oh, he's in trouble. No! He's gonna hook an edge off the van. Couldn't get the grip, and he's over. With over half the run left, that's gonna net score a 12. And now, we're gonna cut right into Gunnar Simmons and Buck Wall. One right after another. And Gunnar is starting off huge. Getting some good air off that dirt jump. Taking it off the plateau. Now, wipes it back around, getting some more air off the next little dirt hill. Going to combo it up with the tabletop right here. Up and over, keeping the flow up already. And that's going to be a big plus here for the judges, is keeping up the momentum. But you also got to secure those wow moments. But currently, he is soaring the truck. Getting some great air right there, matching that of what we saw from Rat Trap. Whips it back around, all the way to the banking. Taking a little bit of time getting back to the obstacle. Goes for the van, up and over. Going to land on the left rear a little hard. Keeps it together, keeps the truck underneath him, keeps it moving. Now goes for a little step up. Actually comes down, ooh, real hard on that left rear. Doesn't fold a four-link, keeps the truck underneath of him. These asphalt shows are always tough on equipment, so you really got to watch how you land them. Goes for the sky wheelie off the backside of the dirt jump once again. Going to get a power wheel out of it, dragging it, almost touching the wheelie bar, just inches away from it. And that's actually going to be the last hit out of this freestyle run, but that's not going to be it. He's lining back up. He's going for some more air off the jump. Look at the launch. Look at the air. Actually just soaring it the entire front straightaway here at Wall Speedway. And he's going to whip it around and do it again. Goes for even bigger air off the big bit. The dirt hill. Going to combo it up with the van stack. Oh, he's going to get in trouble. Get on the gas. Oh, save it. Save it. Yeah. That's what you love to see. He keeps the truck underneath of him. And unfortunately, I know this isn't going to be for a score, but this is as exciting to watch for me as a fan as it is you. And he's going to whip it around, throw it in some donuts. Look at the tire smoke. Just roasting those tires, aiming for some cyclone territory right now. And it looks like we're going to cut it a little bit short from getting there. That's going to be a 24. That is going to be third place overall. So your winner here at Wall, New Jersey is going to be Livewire with a 27, followed by Eagle Eye with a 25, and then third place, once again, Buck Wild with a 24. Fourth was Snow Problem with a 23, and then tied for fifth is going to be Heartstopper and Jersey Devil, both with a 22. Rat Trap 3, unfortunately, getting seventh with a 20, and Silver Streak, unfortunately, falling flat on his face, going to get a score of a 12 to round out his night here in Wall, New Jersey. We hope you all enjoyed the Lightning Nationals event here at Wall Speedway, and we hope to catch you in the next one.